to Module 3, Part 2. In this section, we're going to talk about creating a video narrative. YouTube is a powerful tool. You can build off the work of others or create your own videos. YouTube has lowered the bar to become a personality on video. But when you use video, you're going to want to answer just the basic questions that you would in journalism: the who, the what, the where, the when, and the why. You want to talk your viewers through what you are doing and what they are seeing. You also want to edit footage to get to the essence of the story. Right here you see a video editor window. This is one example of video editing software that you can use. You can use what comes with your computer. A lot of times there's basic video editing capabilities, or you can buy something fancy or take lessons to get really good at video editing. It's a skill that more journalists are trying to develop as more people are incorporating video into stories. YouTube is the second largest search engine. It's a Google property. So now there are YouTube networks where some content is designed specifically to go on YouTube. Right here you see an example of a YouTube upload window. YouTube ranking is based on the number of views, the video title, the video description, and the video ratings, which come down to likes or dislikes that people can rate the video. Now your video title is limited to 70 characters, but that also has an impact in search engine optimization. But basically you want your video title to be relevant to the video content. Sometimes people will try to pick a video title that might relate to a trending term, but it doesn't really relate to what the content is. And so what happens is they'll land on your video, but they find out that the video doesn't really relate to, the video doesn't correspond to the title, and that kind of frustrates people. So you really don't want to do that, but you want to make sure that your title is relevant to the content. Captions can make content available to the hearing impaired, but there are also limitations of auto caption, and that auto caption is not always 100% accurate. And a lot of times you see this, you see the limitations of auto caption with certain services that you might see where it looks like, oh, okay, that was not captioned by an actual human. That is like an auto, it's a machine that's transcribing and generating captions. And sometimes you see there's misspellings or they might use the incorrect word for something. So there are limitations of using captions, especially if you use an automated service or system to create those captions. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about transmedia storytelling. So transmedia storytelling involves using multiple media platforms to tell a narrative story. Right here, this is an example of Alma, A Tale of Violence is a web documentary. It's in Spanish, but it's subtitled. I encourage you to watch it. And as you're watching it, you're going to want to hover your mouse over the screen. So it's going to do some interesting things between the video and some of the images that you're going to see. So I encourage you guys to check that out. But basically in transmedia storytelling, one thing to remember is that each media element can stand by itself in a media story. But what people are trying to do is weave together multiple media elements. So this style of storytelling tends to be participatory, and that's why I told you with the Alma, A Tale of Violence, the web documentary on the previous slide, you're going to want to hover your mouse because you can do some things there that lends itself that participatory element. BlabDroid is another tool you might want to look at. It's a surrogate robot avatar and a remote control buddy programmable to contain your voice, ideas, and questions. Basically, you can use this to create a narrative story. And there's also been a documentary about this that you guys might want to check out. You can find that on the web. So those are just a few of the trends in transmedia storytelling. Another thing that I've seen that actually I don't have a slide here to illustrate, but I just do want to mention it, is the use of images. A lot of times right now you're seeing a juxtaposition of images where you will see an image of something that was maybe taken years ago, and then you see something more current, and you could hover over that with your cursor and you kind of see the changes that have occurred in that particular object. It could be a building, it could be an aerial view of something. That's just another example of where I've seen a little bit of transmedia storytelling within images.